Hey, dreamer, are you looking for a solid hack that can help you to achieve your dreams? Do you want a tool that is easy, straightforward, and matches who you are? Do you have any idea what gardening has to do with today's information? Extra, extra, learn all about it right here on the Dreamer to Achiever channel, your channel for the skills, strategies, and encouragement to make your dreams come true. Be sure to stay till the end of the video for bonus content. Check out the description for a link to subscribe to my email list and to receive a free tool to help you with your dreaming. Welcome, dreamer. I'm Ann Welch. I am a success coach and I have been an educator for more than 30 years. My passion is helping people achieve their dreams, people just like you. In previous videos, we discussed the importance of self-awareness. I asked you to reflect on your likes and dislikes, wants and needs, and your core values. I also shared with you a tool that provided categories and I provided questions to help you with your dreaming process. What should you do with all that information? How do you work with the ideas and the thoughts that you've been developing? Today, we're going to talk about a vital tool that will truly help you in the entire Dreamer to Achiever process. Again, this tool is critical and it's individualized, so it should sit very well with you and be very easy to use. The tool that I'm presenting today is, drumroll please, documentation. Oh, documentation, that sounds an awful lot like work. Ugh. Well, it may involve some work, but it can actually be quite fun. And I'll start off by telling you why it's useful. Reason number one, when you document your dreaming process, you have the ability to gain greater clarity. You do this through restating, describing, explaining. Reason number two, when you have all this documentation that you can look back on, you can examine it and start to see trends. You can see patterns. You'll notice your pacing, whether it's steady or it has some slower, bumpy parts in between. You also can see past stumbling blocks and be able to prevent future ones. Reason number three. This is my favorite reason for documenting your journey. Sometimes when our journey is moving slowly, it's hard to see the progress that we're making. If you have the documentation of each step along the way, you can see just how far you've come, and that can be a huge motivator for you. And finally, reason number four. Reason number four may not be for everyone. If you are inviting other people to support you along your way, then you might want to share some of the documentation with them. Show them where your struggles have been, what you've overcome, where you're headed, what you've accomplished. All of these are great for bringing other people into your journey. It's important to note that the Dreamer to Achiever process is iterative. I like to start with self-awareness, and as we move around the process and through the process, you'll find that it's important to be flexible. The work that you've done so far in these videos with me needs to be reevaluated every now and then, because things like your likes and dislikes, your wants and needs might change. You may even have a change of heart about your core values, or the core values that have priority at that moment in your life. I just wanted to make sure that you understood that even your dreams are not etched in stone. They need to evolve and grow as you do. Let's talk about how to document your dreaming journey. When I think about documentation, I'm usually thinking about somebody taking notes. Notes are one way to document, especially if you enjoy taking notes. If you're that kind of person, you might also enjoy keeping a journal or logs, and this can be done through writing or by computer. Another way that you could document your journey is in a more visual way. You might want to make a video. You could do video logs or vlogs that are personal to yourself, or you can share them with others. You could also just do voice recordings. You may want to create a PowerPoint or use other computer software or apps to document your journey. For example, project management apps could be a really good way to do that. You could use Jira, for example. There are also apps where you have a lot of flexibility with documentation. So you might use Notion or Obsidian. Be creative. You can use poetry, you could use pictures, you can use anything you want, whatever works best for you in your life. Now, what did I mean when I said that gardening may have something to do with this? Well, no matter what means you use to document your journey, you may want to go through and do some weeding or some pruning. You can get rid of things that are no longer helpful to you and keep the things that make sense on your journey. You can see things that you might want to develop further, help the plants or flowers grow. You might also see where you really need to just cut that part of the plant off because it's withered and dried up. Like a good garden, it's going to need consistent sunlight and consistent water. The consistent sunlight and water are your time and energy. Again, I can't stress enough how important this tool is. It's one that is easy to just blow off and say, it really doesn't matter. I'm making progress. I can see that. I don't need to document. Now time for the bonus material. Keeping good documentation can result in being able to create a story about your journey that fills you with pride. I have a student who's an entrepreneur. He was doing a business that was not quite up to government specs, let's say. He was very young, he was underage, and he was conducting most of his business under the table. The student, however, wanted to mature and become a legitimate business person, a legitimate entrepreneur. He decided to pivot his business. His story is quite remarkable. He documented his struggles starting out, how he started with the first business, difficulties that he had pivoting, and then the successes that he started to experience as he went along. He has a story of his business. In business terms, this is very important because when he grows large enough that he may want to invite employees in, they'll have an understanding of where the business started, how it got to where it is, and ideas for the future. I encourage you to take the time, document this journey so that you have evidence that you can use to look back on, to show how you've struggled, what struggles you've overcome, and how your dreams have blossomed and flourished. Remember to keep on dreaming. Bye for now. If you like the content of this video, please hit like and subscribe to this channel so that you won't miss an opportunity to make your dreams come true.